Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
As we mentioned with Ross Tucker, all of our guests today, including Travis Green, standing by, sponsored by Basant Motors. We are back, and so is the Basant Motors Scholarship, bigger than ever, with $33,000 in scholarships awarded. Learn more at Basant Motors, BASANT Motors.com. Former head coach of the Vancouver Canucks, now the new head coach of the Ottawa Senators, Travis Green, joining us now. Travis, thanks for doing this, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, guys. Thanks for having me. How are you guys doing?
Very well. You look excited. You sound excited. Can you describe your level of excitement with your new job in Ottawa?
I am. It's it's that time of year where you're a couple days away from training camp. You put a lot of work in the off season with your coaching staff, and I think like most NHL coaches right now, they're excited to get going, much like the players are.
Okay, so you mentioned training camp, and anybody who's a Canuck fan and has followed this team for a long time wants to know, are you going to put the Senators through the Travis Green traditional bag skate?
Well, thanks to you guys, it's got a little blown out of proportion, I think, but it will. We're going to have a hard training camp. I do believe that getting your team in shape is important, but I believe that showing up to camp is important. And I just from being around and seeing some of the guys, I can tell they've put the work in.
Hey, Travis, you took over a team that has not made the playoffs in 7 years. What's the biggest thing you got to change there to get back in the playoffs?
Well, I've been asked that a lot, Rick. Like, where do you need to work on? Quite frankly, we've got a lot to work on. When you haven't made the playoffs, and whether it was for 1 year, 2 years, there's a reason, and we're going to work on a lot of parts of our game. You can sit here and say, hey, special teams, D zone coverage, offensive zone. For me, it kind of starts from the foundation up, from the ground floor up, of what we want to be known as a team, our habits, our standards, our level of commitment to all areas of the game. But also teaching, a lot of teaching and learning of for our players, where we need to be better.
Hey, Travis, we never got to talk to you after Mike Yeo left Vancouver for Ottawa to join your staff. Talk a little bit about how that came about, and how's it been with Mike there in Ottawa so far?
Well, first of all, it's been fantastic. Mike's fit in great. He's going to help our staff and our team a lot. He's going to help me a lot. I love the fact that he's been a head coach in the NHL. He's coached in a few different areas. He's coached for a long time. Obviously, with Talk's relationship and my relationship with Talk, I felt like I knew him a little bit better. And as soon as he became available to talk to other teams, we didn't wait. I got on the phone with him right away. And, after talking with him a few times, for me, it was clear that he was going to be the right guy for joining our staff.
Hey, Travis, you got a great young core in Vancouver. You got a great young core there. So many good young players, but you still need to have those veterans around them. Are you happy with the off-season changes your GM, Steve Sturros, made to get some veterans in there in the off-season?
Yeah, the nucleus of our team, it's a young, skilled group. There's been a lot of talk about that over the years. I think when you play in a Canadian market, that buzz around a team can sometimes get the better of a team. And I think, Steve has done a fantastic job adding to the core group here. Some guys that have won in the past, have won Stanley Cups, understand, it's not just about being skilled that helps you win. And, he added Linus Allmark as well to the back end, a guy that's won a lot in the NHL, has won a Vezina. So I'm excited about all the acquisitions that we've made. It's going to bring leadership qualities to our group. But at the end of the day, our young core also has to grow. And that's what I've been impressed with our group is their hunger to win is obvious to me when I talk to them, but also being honest with their game that they are part of us progressing and they have to improve as young players, and they've been open and honest with that and on board with it, which has impressed me about this group.
Yeah, such a great young core, Shabbat and Kachuk and Stutzel. Hey, Travis, we're talking with Travis Green, folks. In what ways do you feel, and there was some time in New Jersey, obviously, in what ways do you feel you might be a different coach than you were in Vancouver?
I don't know if it's if I can just pinpoint one area that I'm different. I think we change as we grow, as we do things longer. In time, the longer you're at any job, you're going to adjust and try to grow as a person, as a coach. I'm confident that I have done that. I do believe whatever job you're doing in life, you're probably better at it after the 5th, 6th, 7th, 10th year than you were the first year. And if you're open to self-evaluation, being honest with yourself about how you've done your job, and I've tried to do that, quite honestly, and I feel that that's helped me, and I think I'm a better coach today than I was last year, for example. I just think that's part of growing as a person.
Both Rick and I have been at this job for a long time. We're still waiting to get better, Travis. Hey,
yeah, I'm waiting for it too, Rick. You're the one outlier on all this.
Yeah. Hey, what was the experience in New Jersey like? You got to be an interim head coach for a while there.
Yeah. It was, you know what, you talk about learning. I got to coach with Lindy Ruff, and, a guy that's coached a long time, won a lot of games in the league. I learned a lot from Lindy. Unfortunately, things went sideways for our group, and you never really envision taking over a team at that time of year. So it was different for me. But, anytime you go through adversity, I talk about this a lot as players, it's also the same as coaching. When you go through adversity, you learn from it, you get better, and I'm sure I'm better for that experience.
We know how busy you are, Travis. We can't thank you enough for doing this. Really appreciate it. All the best.
Anytime, guys. Always fun to talk to you guys.
Okay, we'll call you next week.
Okay. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks, Travis.
Thanks, Travis,
it,
for doing
talk
this.
To you later.
Yeah.
All right.
You bet.
Yeah.